What's good?
So,
I'm Jordan.
I'm Josh.
And we are doing Reddit today. We're doing Am I the Asshole or r/Am I the Asshole. We're just going to be stating our opinions on people's stories, I guess. So, yeah, make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Only about 12% of y'all are actually subscribed. So, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's do this.
Am I the asshole for choosing my niece over my daughter? Okay. I have a daughter, Wendy, 14, and a niece, Claire, 15. Claire lost both her parents when she was very little, and I've been raising her ever since. Wendy and her mom live far away, and she has custody, so I only see her once a month. So I have a close relationship with Claire, and we have a lot more in common, but I love them both equally. A while ago, I got a bonus at work and decided to go on a trip, but I couldn't afford to take both girls. And also the girls don't get along, which is mostly Claire's fault, I admit. So no one would have fun if I took them both, so I had to pick one. And since Wendy can go with her mom if she wants, I decided that it's only fair I take Claire. So we went on the trip, but ever since then, Wendy has stopped talking to me because she thinks it's not fair that I never take her anywhere and choose my niece over her. But I've raised Claire and I consider her my daughter, so I don't think I did anything wrong. My ex, however, is calling me an a-hole, an asshole, and says that I always favor Claire, but that's not true. Am I the asshole? I want you to edit. Can you? Oh, I guess it's. So she was saying, can y'all stop assuming so many horrible things about Claire? She's just a kid, and the girls fight like all siblings do. Sometimes it's even Wendy who starts the fights. No one is bullying anyone here. I'm not rewarding her, but if your kid does something wrong, you can't punish them forever. I get it, I'm an asshole. I'm gonna talk to both girls and see how I can fix this. I'll update again.
Okay.
That's an interesting one.
This one's tough. Now, I'll be honest. I'm kind of leaning towards not the asshole.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that, like he said, he's been raising Claire. And Wendy doesn't really live with him. So he's obviously going to be closer to the one who is there. As well as that, it'd be unfair to Claire if he just took Wendy. Because where's Claire going to go? As well, you got to think about that. Where's Claire going to go? Because the mom ain't going to take her in. We don't know that. Mm-hmm. We don't know if she's going to be... He got to get a whole babysitter. It's going to be awkward. So it's better to take the person you're already living with. Since Wendy is under custody of the mother. So I think he's not the asshole. There's a lot that goes into it, though. But
that is very interesting, because Claire's not his biological child. Wendy is.
Yeah.
But she does live with the mom, and like she was with the mom, so I can understand why he chose Claire, and he gets along better with her, and they always argue and stuff. So
yeah,
I think I'd say he's not the asshole in this situation.
But I will say he should take his daughter on a trip as well.
Yeah, he should eventually. Yeah, just do that.
Yeah,
He can't just always just pick Claire, you gotta choose Wendy at some point.
Yeah. Cause that I can understand being neglected and I want to talk to your dad out of that, so yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for wearing my engagement ring to work? Huh?
Okay.
I, 26, got engaged to my fiance, Cruz, 25. Male. Oh, okay, so
26 female.
This person's a female, the other person's a male. Okay. 4 days ago. We've been dating for 2 years, and we were friends for 2 years before that. My future mother-in-law gave my fiance his great-grandmother's ring to propose with, and it's absolutely gorgeous. He even had it altered to my ring size, which he got when I was sleeping. His great-grandmother personally had made the ring and chose the accompanying diamonds since he was in the diamond business after the war ended, and his great-grandmother decided to pass it on as a heirloom when she died. Now on Monday I wore my ring into work, and I was so excited to show my girlfriends when we all went to lunch. I swear I didn't flash it to everyone. I wasn't being annoying, I only wanted to show my girlfriends. I didn't want to create a big fuss. They were the only ones I told. Well, after lunch I got pulled aside by one of my coworkers Sierra, 35, who said that I was being unprofessional by showing my ring. Okay. She told me I was being insensitive to my other female coworkers who wore the engagement rings and have smaller diamonds. Okay. I was obviously confused and told her that issue isn't my problem. Okay, makes sense. She said I was being rude because it made her wedding ring look cheap in comparison. So it sounds like it wasn't actually like she wasn't defending the other woman, she was defending herself. She's the one with the problem, not them.
So here's the first thing I have to say to this. The fact that you care that your ring looks cheaper means that you don't care about the man who gave you the ring. You care about the ring. That's the first thing.
Exactly.
I'm sorry that let me not say this in a weird way, but her man decided to get her a ring because he's in the diamond business, so obviously he's gonna be able to get it for cheaper and actually know what diamonds to get. Or her man's grandfather, I should say, was in the diamond business, and then got her a really nice ring. Don't blame. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. The ring does not matter what you get. As long as you love each other, is all that matters.
She also told me that the silent rule of big diamonds should only be worn after 5 years of marriage. After she was talking, I told her I'm never going to take off this ring, and she can suck it up, basically. She then started crying and walked out early. Okay, wow.
She's going through a midlife crisis.
No, I don't want to say this about all women, but she's a Karen. Like, I'm just being honest.
She literally is going through a midlife crisis.
I think so. I talked to my girlfriends and fiance about it, and they all agree with me that it's not my problem, and I should continue wearing my ring, but I still feel terrible that she started crying. Am I the asshole? So yeah, for me, I believe that she's not the asshole, because like what Jordan said, she basically put more value on the ring than the husband or the fiance that gave you the ring. It's like, it's the thought that counts.
Females be tripping. What the hell? I'm sorry, bro. You're 30, I guess she doesn't know her age, but you're 35 and you caring about my ring. Like, I'm sorry. I was thinking like, and she's probably been married to her man for at least, if he's 35, I'd like to assume average like maybe 27. So maybe like maybe 10 years. So maybe. That ring you're wearing, you've been wearing it for 10 years, and you're complaining about the ring I'm wearing. And then there's a silent rule about rings with bigger diamonds and not being allowed to wear them for 5 years in your marriage. What the?
That's actually crazy. She
big tripping.
I feel bad that she cried, but she probably feels insecure about it. She probably wanted a better ring and she didn't tell him about it.
Yeah, like
she probably didn't want to make him feel upset. So yeah, she's not the asshole.
Yeah, nah, she's not the asshole. But I do feel bad for the woman for crying. But at the same time, don't be hating on everybody else. Come on, no. Don't be lashing out.
Am I the asshole? I told my sister. Okay, she's not good at or they are not good at grammar. Wow, that's terrible grammar. Wow. Think it's wrong. She's okay. Sorry, the grammar's just terrible. Okay, I told my sister I think it's wrong. She's getting divorced over her husband's son.
Okay, what the?
Okay, so my sister is 30 and is married to a man who she and our family love. They've said they wanted to be child-free since they met 4 years ago. They had a nice life and where they both worked, have a dog, nice house, etc. About a year ago, he found out that he had a son. The mother was an acquaintance he slept with 6 years ago, who had never told him about him. She passed away, and her elderly mother has too many health issues for her to have custody, so he went to live with them. He's an amazing little child, and our family has grown to love him. So we were all shocked a month ago when my sister said her and him were going to separate. She said she loves her husband, but she can't take being a stepmother anymore. Whoa, okay. And that everything from not being able to watch adult shows at all hours of the day to asking him to do his homework makes her miserable. Okay. Her husband is absolutely devastated as they have always had a happy marriage and still love each other. She'll be the first one to say this. He didn't want children either, but understands he's the only parent this boy has now. I also found out that this little boy is taking the fact that she's moving out and taking their dog. She was hers originally very hard. No doubt due to the loss he's already experienced. And I felt devastated by that. When we were at our parents' house last weekend, I asked to talk to her, and after some back and forth I told my sister it seemed wrong and selfish to hurt not only her husband but also her stepson this way. And after not even a full year of trying to make it work, she didn't take that well and has spoken to me and hasn't spoken to me. So I was floored by the fact that they divorced like in a couple of months. I
thought it was like maybe 3 years or something.
That's crazy. But she hasn't spoken to me since. Essentially, she said she's never wanted children and wants no part of raising one, and that I have no right to call her wrong or selfish over that. My family seems to agree with me on this, but my mom is very upset that my sister is furious with me and the family members agree with me. Am I the asshole?
Hell no.
I don't think so.
Hell no.
She was just stating her opinion, because honestly, what she did was selfish.
Not just selfish, bro.
I do feel for her a little bit, because like it was kind of just placed into her hands. She didn't want to have kids.
No, but
like,
at
the same time, if that was the case, then wait, did she know beforehand? I'm trying to remember.
No. So they literally the woman kept the secret from the man that she had a whole kid sick because he had slept with an acquaintance 6 years ago, and I guess she kept the kid secret until
that's right.
She died.
So yeah, she didn't. So basically, it was just put onto her. So I was reading it, but I was like floored by everything that's going on. But yeah, it's basically she had to put it onto her. So I get it.
She acted like a child.
Yeah,
she said I can't watch adults. Bruh, that's. Oh my god.
But no, she's not the asshole.
But she's not meant to be I know that some people are not meant to be parents, and maybe she knows she's not going to be a good parent. I understand that. But like at the same time,
you have a little bit more strength though. Just like a couple of months.
You're leaving a great marriage apparently over a child.
Over homework and not being able to watch.
The thing is, you got to think about this too. That could really affect the husband too, and be like, "It's your fault that my wife that I loved left." This kid could end up getting abused somehow because it could easily hit him hard like a truck.
I mean, the kid already got.
I mean, the kid got guilt. Yeah, the kid got guilt.
Got abandoned in the first place.
Like God.
So he's getting abandoned again. Essentially.
Like goddamn woman.
That's actually crazy.
That's so messed up.
And the thing is, she just stated her opinion. Like that's
and don't be just separating yourself from the whole family. The thing is, if your whole family is telling you you're selfish and wrong, maybe take a look in the mirror, say maybe I am being immature, and try to make it work.
She's just being overly
being a child, bro.
Yeah, she's being overly
adult yourself.
She's being overly sensitive about stuff, and I think she probably also feels bad about it. But it's like. She
really didn't want kids.
That's a tough one because she really did have a push onto her, but like I don't know. If it were me, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. Am I the asshole for calling my sister selfish for not making her kids share a room? Okay. My wife, 24 female, and I, 26 male, recently fell on hard times, and luckily my sister, 34 female, allowed us to stay at her house. We also have a kid, two male, so this was good news. Our sister told us we could have the room she used as a dining room because she never used it anyway. My sister has 2 kids, 15 male and 15 female, and is single. We moved in and it was all well and good. For the time being, we had a blow-up bed and our son had a cot, and it was going well. The only problem was her daughter and son had a room each. Of course, it's a 3-bedroom house. However, I think she should have moved them into the same room when we moved in. Both her son and daughter are low-functioning autistic, so it's not absurd to suggest they share a room. Perhaps bunk beds, considering they are so similar, twins, disabled, etc. Furthermore, a lot of the time her son goes into my sister's bed at night 3 to 4 times a week, so his bedroom is vacant half the time. As a result, I asked my sister if she could perhaps move her kids into the same bedroom so she could spare one for us. She seemed to be taken aback by this and told us absolutely not. I told her that there's no need for them to have their own rooms and that her son's bedroom is vacant for half the week anyway, so it's rather selfish of her to not put them in the same room. She told us not to bring up the topic again and also told us that if we didn't like it, we should leave. My wife came over and told me to stop and said that I was being the asshole and should pipe down. I personally don't think this was an unreasonable request, but my wife and sisters disagree. Am I the asshole? This is a tough one because it's the same. It's a situation where it's not your house, so it's not your place, so you can't really make orders or
So
bark
it's interesting because they're both autistic. I actually have a friend that has two autistic children, and they actually share a bedroom together too.
Mm-hmm.
So it can work, but there's one that is more autistic than the other.
Yeah.
He sometimes he'll be kept up with the other one. That's interesting.
I think he.
So
This one is
that is probably the reason why she has them have their own bedroom.
yeah.
He did mention though
That half the time he goes into her room anyway. But at the same time, I'm guaranteeing the one
his
reason.
daughter's room.
No, into his sister's room. The son goes into his sister's room half the time and sleeps in the same bed as her for 4 days a week. So that's why he was like, maybe just have him either the kids share a room or have the boy stay with you or something. But I'm assuming one, the mom does not want the boy in her bed 24/7. Second, she probably want them sharing a room because they're both probably going to
where are they
by each other. They're sleeping in the dining room that they don't use.
On a blow-up bed.
On a blow-up bed, and he's sleeping on a cot. I can see how he can be seen as the asshole, but I'm not going to call him the asshole.
I don't think his intention was to be an asshole.
Yeah, he just wanted to make it more comfortable for everyone.
Yeah, but he probably doesn't know about how autism works.
Yeah,
and the thing with that is that like having the two autistic kids unsupervised alone can end up being bad. But it just depends on how the mom raised him. So this one's an iffy one. I don't even know. Like I don't know if I can give you an answer to that.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because like it's really difficult because it's hard to like tell you if so, like is it like I said, from the sister's perspective, it's her house. So why are you telling me to do something in my house? And as well, I'm pretty sure it is weird to have a boy and a girl share a room. It is really weird to have a boy and a girl share a room because they got change in there. They got
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
that's weird. And they're both autistic, so it's just weird for them to share a room. And then they've probably been not sharing a room for the longest, so the change, they may end up not liking their uncle anymore.
Yeah, now I think about it, they're both 15, so the girl might be developed by now.
Yeah, she's developed, so
that's...
If they're like younger, that'd be fine, but like...
Yeah, because at one point I shared a room with Naomi when we were like little kids.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think he's in the wrong, essentially, but I wouldn't say he's being an asshole.
Yeah, he's not an asshole, but he is in the wrong. It's kind of is weird.
So I guess if we're going with the theme of it, he's
kinda the asshole. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're still grinding, and have a good day.